Okay, so good morning, everyone. It's been a very long time. Okay, we're back again. So we had a lot of constraint, and so we had to go on hold. Okay, so this morning we'll be talking about taking an accurate female body measurement. Female, please, not male, because the way you take the female measurement is totally different from how you take the male measurement. And I must tell you, to get a beautiful dress, let's just take a look at this dress on the mannequin here. You see how fitted it looks? If you look at the from the shoulder to the bust point and all round, it looks very, very fitted. This cannot be gotten if proper measurement is not taken. So this morning or today, we're going to be talking about taking accurate body measurements. So just go with me and let's see how it goes. All right. So we have the vertical measurement and then we have the horizontal measurement. For those of you who don't know vertical, horizontal, the vertical line is a straight line, while the horizontal is the line, the sideways line. So we say horizontal because the tape goes round the individual. Okay, the tape goes round the individual while taking this measurement. So now, what do? The first measurement we're going to be taking here, we'll take the round measurement and then we'll come to the straight measurement, the horizontal first, then the vertical measurement. So look at this tape. If you look at it, I've already labeled them. This is to tell you exactly where the measuring tape should go through on the client's body. Okay, so for the bust measurement, we're going to be taking the tape around the person's bust. Most times, or in most cases, the bust is usually the fuller part of the upper body. Upper body, because we have the upper body, of course, and the lower body. So you put the tape around the fullest part, around the bust area, making sure that two of your fingers are inside the measuring tape. This is for ease. And if you look at this now, we have 36 inches. So if you make a dress using this measurement, it's going to give you a very beautiful outcome. After the bust, you can come down a bit and take the under bust. The under bust measurement usually is taken where the bra cage ends. That's the iron that usually rests on the bra. The iron here where it stops, that's where the under bust measurement is. The next you come, you take the half length. I call it the tummy measurement, but some people call it the half length. Remember to always put your two fingers whenever you're taking this horizontal measurement. This is for ease, so that when the person eats, the person will not find it so uncomfortable. And then you come and take the lower waist. Now take note that this tummy or half length can also be called the blouse waist. Okay, then you come down and take the skirt waist. This skirt waist differs for different persons. It depends if the person you're making a dress for is an adult, an aged person, or a young person. For younger ladies, we tend to want to put our skirts or our trousers, whatever, on our lower waist. While for aged persons, they find it more comfortable when it's on their abdomen, on their tummy. So if that's the case, when you take the tummy measurement or the half length, then that can serve as the waist measurement for aged people or for anybody who likes to have their skirt on their upper waist. Okay, then the next measurement you take now is the fuller part of the lower body, which is the hip. So when you take the measurement on this one, for example, you have 39 inches. After this one, the next measurement you have is the knee circumference. The knee circumference must be taken in such a way that the client will be able to move freely. So when you take this one, you just have to expand the tape a bit. This is more like an advanced measurement, because if you really know how to take your measurements accurately, when you take the hip measurement, when you're working on your dress, then all you need to do is just deduct one or two, depending on how small or how slim you want the knee part to appear. So that is all about the round measurement on the body, because we still have to take round measurements on the sleeve. Okay, so after you're done taking this now, the next thing you want to take is the shoulder measurement. The shoulder measurement of the individual. And so for that reason, I'm going to be turning the mannequin this way. So for the shoulder measurement, we're going to be taking the measurement from this point. If you look at the mannequin, there's a joining here. So from this point here to this point, that's where we're going to be taking the measurement. Please take note that the measurement should not begin from this end, because the sleeve of the dress will begin to fall off. Now, if you follow me, you will see on this dress that this is where the joining is. you would see that this is where the joining is. So because the joining is here, the dress is well fitted. If the joining had come low this way, then of course it would have been appearing as this, but this is this own style. That is why it is attached this way. If you look at this style now, you notice that there is no shoulder attached to it this way. That is why it falls this way. There's an elastic here that enhances the beauty of this dress. So when you take the shoulder measurement, you put it like this, and then it goes across the back to this very point. On this particular mannequin, it is 12 inches. Next you have to take is the back half length. This back half length is what prevents your clothes from puckering. You see some people, they wear a dress and the back of the dress is as if there is space like this. If you're able to take an accurate back half length measurement, then you will not find the clothes floating at the back like that. What happens is when they fix the zip, the excesses that is here, they don't take it in. How can you even take it in when you do not take the half length measurement? So for that reason, you take your tape from this point and then you bring it down to this point, looking for the center where there is this deep curve, deep inside the person, at the back of the person's back. That is where you stop. That is where you take note of. Because when you fold your material, it is at that point that you enhance the curve to make sure that the zip fixing is sitting accurately. So when you take the back measurement this way, to that point, the back half length, that is all that you need. So that is that about the round, the back measurement that you need to take. The next thing you need to take now, I'm going to be taking the straight measurement. So I can place my tape here. For beginners, please make sure don't feel funny or don't feel okay, I need to do it, so they don't know I don't know how to do it. Please go ahead and take every measurement you need to take. So as much as you need to take, even the neck depth, how low do you want the neck to be? This can be achieved like this. So you take the neck depth, then you go straight down to the bust point. Okay, the bust point is the exact middle of where the person's bust is. You take the bust point, then you place your fingers here. Ensure that the tape is going down and ending at the under bust point. So that is the under bust point. Then you hold it this way as well. Then you come down. You bring it down here to your half length. Once you get the half length, the next thing you're looking for is the length of the blouse. If it's a blouse, that's good. Then if it's not a blouse, if it's a gown, find out if it's a short gown. Of course, you ask the client, where do you want the gown to stop? That is it. If it is, make sure if it's a short gown, make sure it is above the knee. Then above the knee, you go down again. For 3/4 length is a little below the knee. You can come down here. And of course, if you're going for the long gown, then you go down to the person's exact length. That is how you take the straight measurement. You must not forget to take the bust span. The bust span is measured from one nipple to the other. You don't go and start looking for the nipple in somebody's dress and then you're going to search. No. Just look at how well the person's bust is sitting and try to figure out where the mid of that bust is. Just place your tape across it and that gives you your bust span. That is going to be very, very important. That's very, very important when you're cutting a top to get a fitted top. If you look at this gown here, you would see that the line, this princess that cut came and crossed over the bust. That's exactly what the bust span helps you achieve. It doesn't make it shift from this end. Look at this also, it still crossed it. So that is what the bust span helps you to achieve. So after you've gotten the bust span, the next thing you take on the arm is the armhole. I am doing all of this for the beginners. For the intermediate and advanced, most of them don't necessarily need to take all these measurements I have mentioned. But if you are a beginner, yes, you need to take all these measurements, at least to a reasonable extent, until you are able to sew perfectly. So you go ahead and take the armhole measurement, you just way above that shoulder, okay, above that joint. Take the measurement, leaving about 3 or 4 fingers inside it for ease. All right, so this is 16 here. Now, if you're taking the armhole measurement on an individual, the best thing you can do, you can tell the person, okay, raise your hands. The person should be able to raise their hands up and bring it down freely. After that, then you do a slight curve below the joint, and then you take the round sleeve. For the round sleeve is 2 inches inside. You come down to the short sleeve as well, and you take the measurement. For this short sleeve, you must make sure you are aware of where the length of the sleeve will be. You take the round sleeve of that short sleeve. If it is a 3/4 length dress you're making, ensure that you bring the tape to that point where the 3/4 length would end, and then of course you take the round sleeve of that point. Okay, don't forget your round measurement. You have to put your 2 fingers. Of course, if it is long sleeve to the wrist as well, you come here and take the wrist measurement. With this, I'm very sure your mistakes will be very minimal as a beginner. All right, this is all we have to say today concerning taking accurate body measurements. Of course, there are other measurements you can still take if the style that you're doing, or if the styles you intend making requires those measurements. Like you want to make a cap or something, of course you have to take the round of the person's cut, and this is how it's taken. I think we'll do a video on that some other time. So please do well to like our channel, and of course please give us a like, give us a thumbs up, then place an order. Tell us what you would like us to teach you in the comment section, and we'll bring it right next to you. Thank you and bye.